The book industry is undergoing a period of disruption. To what extent can both the digital and analogue books survive this, and what adaptations might occur? The phrase disruptive technology was first coined by Clayton M. Christensen in his 1997 book, The Innovator's Dilemma. It describes the effect whereby new technology changes the way our traditional industries need to operate. This effect can clearly be seen as a result of the introduction of digital and e-book technology into the publishing industry, which is forcing businesses to reassess their operating strategies. Popularity of e-books and accessibility of digital media has taken a period of time to show effect, yet had increased to around 30% of the market share by 2014, where it's levelled off. The book publishing industry has been slow to react to this disruption, despite the fact that physical book sales in certain sectors have dropped off markedly in the last few years. Disruption of analogue book sales is due to a number of other factors in addition to the e-book, such as a breakdown of the accepted relationship between authors and publishers due to digital media and print-on-demand technologies, and also due to a disruption in the traditional methods of selling due to the rising popularity of online stores such as Amazon. The traditional codex for the book revolves around the idea of the power of the knowledge contained within, and in the past this was synonymous with the book's objectivity. This is no longer the case in a society where knowledge is at our fingertips, and this opens up a huge area for debate. It is clear that certain books can survive better in the physical realm, such as children's picture books and specialised art and design books that have certain qualities that cannot be easily reproduced digitally. My research into this area will centre around identifying physical features of analogue books which make them unique and cannot be easily reproduced digitally. The example shows the innovative and symbolic cover design created by Graphic Happiness, which explores creative use of different materials in its cover design. The development of the digital book is still in its infancy, with most e-publications following the same format as an analogue book. It is clear that the possibilities for digital books have the potential to be so much more than this, and there is opportunity for a great period of creative exploration around our notion of the digital book. I intend to explore possibilities and future potential for digital books that are not merely trying to emulate their physical counterparts. What can the digital book give us that the physical book cannot? The example entrances and exits shown here explores the potential for an interactive book that allows the reader to explore a virtual space within the book and to follow their own path through different narratives. There are a lot of questions posed by this debate. I intend to begin by examining both sides of the digital versus analogue debate in order to fully understand the effect of disruption and to postulate future directions for both media. Some of the questions which will guide my inquiry can be seen here. In order to fully examine all aspects of this debate, I will employ research methodologies and apply critical thinking at each stage of the research. It is essential that my debate is fully supported by academic research. Firstly, I will begin with a period of academic reading in order to better understand the issues on both sides of the debate. As I read, I will create a detailed synopsis of each source to make citation within the final article easier. Next, I will carry out case study research into artifacts and business models which exploit both analogue and digital book media creatively. Finally, I will begin to structure my debate in the manner of a scholarly journal article, examining each side of the debate and drawing conclusions for future directions of both media, fully supported by my academic and case study research. To support my reading, I intend to analyse examples of both physical and digital books that push the boundaries of expectation within each genre. The intention will be to discover the potential and complementary nature of analogue and digital book media. The first example shows here explores reverse remediation, a term discussed by N.K. Hales in her article Print is Flat, Code is Deep. Here the artist has experimented with adding digital features such as hyperlinks to a physical book. The second example, Ballista Timeline, explores the ease with which complex links can be made within digital books that are not always so easy within physical books. I have identified a range of academic sources through my research so far. As I begin to read the sources, I will keep a detailed bibliography of each in order to make referencing easier when I write my critical study. I anticipate that this list will grow as I discover further relevant readings cited within these initial texts. All sources must be referenced according to academic conventions and cited within my study. Is it possible that books that engender thinking may pass the test of time better than books that contain factual knowledge of a particular time and place? So if the digital realm has become the keeper of our knowledge, maybe the physical book might become the keeper of our thinking. Is the way forward for each media to move in different directions so that the unique capability of each media is fully embraced? The future may be in exploring the full potential of the digital realm while at the same time accepting that will always be a place for the physical objectivity of the traditional codex. The traditional business model for this industry is in a state of flux. How can businesses adapt in order to survive and thrive in the new arena that encompasses both digital and analogue print media?